Jen. She's our executive director, and next to her is Brandy. She's our program administrator. And what's exciting about this project for Acres is lots of things are new at Acres. And so the three of us have this vision for change at Acres, not only for the technical side of things, but for the families we serve. We serve homeless women. They can be single or they can be mothers with children. And we have on site, we have a house that has 7 rooms, and then we have an apartment complex that has 7 individual apartments. And they now go through a very structured program to help make them sustainable and contributing members to their community. So our goal is to make Acres their last stop if possible through the program that they go through over a 1 to 2 year cycle. So being a part of this mission in our community is really exciting. We are located physically in Duval. And when I came, we had this website. And
Pretty.
it's very pretty. Jen was like, can we change that? I'm like, I cannot change that. I actually did change the pictures just because we freshened it that way. I had been to GiveCamp 3 years prior to this with another organization. So I said, let's go to GiveCamp, or let's submit a project. And we got to come. And so we got this lovely team. These are all students from the University of Washington. And so we were really excited to work with them. They had a lot of fresh perspective. And we'll show you what they came up with. So we had some specific requests. We did some wireframes because I had been through this before. Now this clearly are not our pictures. We have not loaded pictures in because there's some specific measurements that we have to work on. But this is the improved site. Our goal was a clean navigation across the front, a rotating banner in the middle, and those sections are actually, we can make these live link out to sub-pages, like if we're advertising an event or something. And then we had these 3 boxes along the bottom, and if she rolls over them, you'll see they turn colors, they go live, so they know. This was not our idea, this is this lovely group of people's creative ideas. We just said we want 3 boxes, and this is what they came up with. And so the 3 areas cause action. We wanted a call to action. And so it lets people know that they can serve, they can donate, and they can find out about our services. Because really we're appealing only to really 2 different audiences. Funders, and people who need services. And then the general community that wants to know about us. But that's really the goal of this website. The bottom over here on the left feeds off of any kind of news or event posts that we do. So it feeds off the headlines. And then we chose to have our Facebook feed in here. Because we put a lot of current information about our current needs and what do we need, and it's just something that can stay current. And Jen does a lot of our Facebook posts, and she feels comfortable being able to do that. And then on our sub pages, we also added, we did not have a good way for them to do newsletter signups, so we added that in, and of course our social media. On the sub pages, we actually did something very similar to the other gentleman, Bikeworks. So it's not here because one of the things I discovered, we use eTapestry for our database of our donors, and within eTapestry are actually do-it-yourself forms. So we're able to integrate those 2 forms and lower our transaction fees and maintain those forms ourselves. I can show you the volunteer one. So each page, sub-page, looks, they're designed basically the same, and we can do whatever we want with pictures. And the left-hand column has a button for get involved or make a difference. I believe when you roll over those buttons, what happens again? Those change, I think they change color. Yeah, so they just highlight that they're active. Kept the Facebook feed. So this is actually a form from our eTapestry database. We didn't even know we had it. So I started poking around, and it's a pretty, eTapestry is a pretty cool product. So this form actually was part of eTapestry, and then they taught us how to put the code in. We'll do the same thing on our Give page once we get all of our banking set up. And then big orange donate button up on the top. They also, which was really sweet of them, took a shot at our a logo, because I don't know if you noticed in our other one. So I trashed the old logo that we had and just used our text, and they thought that was pretty tacky and boring, which it is. So then they just took a shot. That was a really pleasant surprise for us. This team did that, a little extra piece for us that we really appreciated. It gave us some class. You guys want to add anything? Tell them they have a really cool major. What's your major?
Informatics.
Informatics. Informatics. Anybody know what that is? I've never heard of it. But it's cool. Informatics.
We're Team iStud, by the way.
What?
iStud. Our team's name is iStuds.
iStuds.
What was the theme that you originally, did you use a theme or did you build from bottom up?
No, we used a theme. It was called Virtue. It's a free WordPress theme that's responsive. So it was easy to customize and modify.
Go back to the homepage.
Yeah, it featured a really nice carousel, which we wanted to implement, which gave it a nice like landing page.
And it also translates very well for mobile. So for mobile users out there using the website, the navigation works and all the content is formatted properly.
Yeah, so this is actually the older one versus what we just did, right? Because we shrunk the size of the. So technically this all lines up. We've been working on that today, so it looks like that this is extended, but actually these pictures, when we get the right size and the right size of the dimensions, it will fill the screen so it'll all be lined up. Yes?
I have a quick question. I was under the impression that having a slider on your website will slow your website down. Is that correct?
No, if you keep the images at the right dimensions, then it shouldn't. And the slider is a WordPress plugin, so it works with it, so it should keep it.
I like that. It is awesome.
They did an awesome job.
I
We're
want
so
to change
excited.
ours now.
They're available for a fee. No more free.
Well,
Come
I
see
just
us
want
after the show.
I wanted to say one thing, just thank you to you guys and to all of you that put together GiveCamp, because for a small nonprofit like ours, when I first started, I was like, oh, I gotta change the website, it's awful. And then I realized how expensive it was, and the kind of skills that was needed that we didn't have in our little office. So thank you guys so much. This is really a dream for us to have it and have it be something we can be proud of. So thank you very much.